Hi, I'm Veronica Wasek with 5-Minute Bookkeeping, and I empower virtual bookkeeping pros to confidently grow as business owners and professionals. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how to communicate your value as a bookkeeper. So how do you communicate value as a bookkeeper? I certainly struggled with that in the beginning of finding clients who really valued what I did and who were willing to pay for what I did. But I actually learned some very valuable lessons that value didn't really come from the things that I thought were valuable. So in part one of the two videos that I will do about helping you communicate effectively your value to your ideal clients, I will show you the biggest lessons that I have learned. So let's go ahead and get started. How to effectively communicate your value as a bookkeeper. So first of all, how are you communicating your value right now? What are the things that most bookkeepers, most people doing virtual bookkeeping think is valuable? Let's take a look. Well, you might be saying, I'm a bookkeeper, I'm an accountant, I'm a CPA, I'm an EA. That's valuable, right? How about the fact that you have a certification? Isn't that valuable? Shouldn't that count for something to your prospective client? What about the fact that small business owners need bookkeeping, accounting, and taxes? I mean, that's what most everybody says and why people get into virtual bookkeeping, because business owners need these services. Or my favorite, small business owners need accurate and timely financials. Now, isn't that valuable? We all seem to think so as professionals, that that's valuable. What about the fact that you love numbers or that you love to solve problems? I see a lot of that in people's websites or bookkeeper websites. I love numbers. Shouldn't that count for something? Shouldn't that be valuable? Well, okay, sorry to burst your bubble, but clients don't value what you do. So think of a doctor. Do you value the fact that they're a doctor and that they have all of these qualifications to be a doctor? Or do you value the fact that they can take away your pain or help you feel better? So let's talk more about this. And actually, let's talk about the lessons about value that we can learn from the COVID-19 pandemic. And specifically toilet paper hoarding. Okay, so remember how when COVID-19 was spreading around the world and especially here in the US, people started hoarding toilet paper for whatever reason. And all of a sudden, there was no toilet paper to be found in the stores. So what happened and what can we learn about value? So were people buying toilet paper because they were buying the regular brand of toilet paper? Was that valuable to them, the specific brand of toilet paper that they bought? No, because they were just buying anything that they could get their hands on. Did they buy toilet paper and hoard the toilet paper because it was absorbent? Because they could get extra large rolls of toilet paper? Because the toilet paper had pretty designs or multiple layers, or it was quilted? Was it because it was scented or maybe unscented? Or because it was new and improved? Was there value to people in buying and hoarding toilet paper? Were any of these qualities or benefits valuable to them? And no, they weren't. Actually, they were hoarding toilet paper because they were fearful. They were afraid to run out of toilet paper, especially if you have a large family. You wouldn't want to run out of toilet paper. They were afraid that they wouldn't have any toilet paper when they needed it. I know that I had about a month's supply of toilet paper, and I still was afraid that we might run out. People were mimicking others, doing what others were doing. So, okay, so if everybody's buying toilet paper, then I have to buy it too. And people were doing something that they could control, because in this era of COVID-19, many people feel out of control. So they were buying toilet paper because it was really one of the few things that you could actually control. And it gave people the feeling that they could control something. So what you need to know then is that value is really based on emotions, on people's ability to control their situation and ultimately gain peace of mind. Remember, value is really based on emotions. It's not based on what you do, what your qualifications are. It's really about how the client feels. So clients value how they feel when they work with you. So that is the biggest lesson that I learned is that clients value how they feel when they work with you. So what we need to do then is to train ourselves to listen. Listen for all of the pain points. Maybe they have gone through multiple bookkeepers and accountants and they can't find the right person. They're frustrated because of that. Perhaps their accountant or bookkeeper doesn't know QuickBooks and they've been searching and they can't find anybody in their town or in their city who knows it. Perhaps their CPA doesn't have time for them. Maybe their CPA talks down to them. They can't figure out QuickBooks Online on their own. And again, the frustration and not being able to figure things out. What other pain points can we listen for? Perhaps their business is growing. They may want more efficient systems. They're too busy to do this themselves. And they want to understand their financials. So make sure to listen for those things. Your prospective clients are telling you these things already. You just have to train yourself to listen for these pain points. And once you listen to those pain points, then you want to repeat what you heard. Show them that you listened. Show them that you understand what they need and that you will deliver and do what others can't do. So again, the biggest lesson to learn about value, that it's really based on what the client values, and the client's emotions really dictate what they value, how they feel about their business, how they feel about their financials, the things that they're struggling with, the things that they need to overcome. And in part 2 of this 2-part series, and I'll talk more about how to listen more for those pain points and how to communicate your value. I'm Veronica Wasek with 5-Minute Bookkeeping. Check the description box below to get all of my free resources, including the free Virtual Bookkeepers toolbox with lots and lots of resources that you can use to jumpstart your virtual bookkeeping business. Also look for the link to join my Facebook community. And if this content is helping you, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, and give me a thumbs up. And I'm here to help you, so let me know in the comments if there's any other content that you'd like me to do in the future. I'm Veronica Wasek. I'll see you next time.